Hello everyone, welcome to the next module of this course, that is Google Cloud Identity and Access Management. As part of this module, we'll be understanding what is Cloud IAM roles and permissions, service accounts, what are the different principles available in Google Cloud Platform, and what is Cloud Identity, workload identity pools, quotas and system limits, and all the related services to it. So we will be starting this module by understanding what is Cloud IAM. So in the world of cloud computing, identity and access management is the digital goalkeeper. So Cloud IAM is a security framework of policies and technologies that ensures the right people, right devices have the right access to the right resource at the right time. Cloud IAM is basically a foundational security service in the all major cloud platforms. For instance, if you take AWS, we have AWS IAM, and in Azure we have Azure AD, and in GCP we have Google Cloud IAM. So you can think of Cloud IAM in this way. If your cloud providers like AWS, GCP, Azure is a massive office building, IAM is the security system that issues ID badges and also programs the elevator to only stop at a certain floors and keep a log of every door opened and closed. By implementing this, we ensure only the authorized personnel will enter the building, and also the authorized person can't go anywhere in the building. They will be able to go only to the designated floors, and also we will be able to track which elevator opened at which floor, how many people entered and how many people exited. We'll be able to track all those things. So this is what exactly Cloud IAM does in the cloud platform. And if you recall the resource hierarchy model, an organization node contains lot of folders, projects and resources. A workforce like Cloud IAM might need to restrict who has access to what. And Cloud IAM basically answers three questions. The first one is who is the user or service. Basically it deals with the identity. And the next one is what are they allowed to do, whether they are able to create, delete or update. Basically it tells the action. And the third one is on which resources under what conditions. IAM basically answers these three questions. Giving someone permission in IAM involves the following three components. The first one is principal, the identity of the person or a system that you want to give permissions to. And principal can be of following types like Google account, service account, Google group, Google workspace account, cloud identity domain, all authenticated users and all users. The next one is role, the collection of permission that you want to give to the principal. And the third one is resource, the Google Cloud resource that you want to let the principal access. Basically IAM involves and travels within this three major concepts. And moving on to the next one, we'll be discussing the core components of Cloud IAM. And the first one is principal, that is identities. We have already discussed what it is. It involves users, groups and service accounts. And the next one is roles. In IAM, permissions to access a resource isn't granted directly to the end user. Instead, permissions are grouped into the roles, and roles are granted to authenticated principals. And we will be discussing what is roles and permissions in the next topic in a more detailed way. So with this roles, you will not be able to give the permanent credentials. It is basically for temporarily, and it is common for cross account access, applications and automations. And the third one is policies. So policies are JSON based rules that define the permission. So this specifies what is the action, on which resource and on what conditions. And moving on to the next one, we have policy inheritance. In order to understand this, we have to recollect the resource hierarchy. So the Google Cloud resource hierarchy has the following structure. The organization is the root node in the hierarchy, followed by folders. Folders are the children of organization or of any other folder. And the third one is project. Projects are basically the children of organization and of a folder. And finally resources. Resources for each services are descendant of this particular project. A principal granted at a higher level, that is at the folder level, it inherits those permissions for all the resources within that level and all its descendants, that it includes projects within that folder as well. For example, if I am adding a rule that no one should be able to create a cloud storage bucket at the folder level, so it will be inherited to all projects under this folder. It can be one project or it can be hundreds of projects. And the next one is why Cloud IAM is important. So cloud environments are basically, they are shared, internet accessible, and the third one is it is highly dynamic, where resources are created and deleted constantly. Cloud platforms are basically very sensitive. Without Cloud IAM, anyone could access your sensitive data and the privilege abuse would be common, which is very dangerous. And the third one is compliance will not be possible without Cloud IAM. So that is exactly why Cloud IAM lets you adopt the security principle of least privilege, which states that nobody should have more permissions than they actually need. So this is the mantra of Cloud IAM, that nobody should have more permissions than they actually need. And moving on to the next one, we'll be discussing the features of Cloud IAM. And the first one is centralized access management. So with Cloud IAM, you will get a single place to manage your identities and permissions. And the next one is fine-grained access control. So you will be able to control your access at the resource level and also at the action level. For example, you will be able to allow only read-only access to a specific database table. And the third one is flexible roles. So in Google Cloud IAM, we have 3 different types of roles, and we will be discussing what are those in the next video. And the fourth one is web programmatic and command line access. So you will be able to work with Cloud IAM through web, through programmatically, and also using gcloud commands as well. And moving on to the next one, temporary credentials. So basically it is short-lived access tokens. With this help of short-lived access tokens, we will be able to reduce risk of credential leakage. And the next one is auditing and logging. So you will be able to track who accessed what, when, what type of action they did. All the details you will be able to track with this auditing and logging. And finally, it is free of charge. So when you are using Cloud IAM, you will not be charged. In short, Cloud IAM is the backbone of cloud security. It ensures that the right identities have the right access to the right resources at the right time and for the right reasons. So when designed correctly, Cloud IAM strengthens your cloud security and it simplifies your access management, and also it enables scalable cloud operations. So that's it for this video. In the next video, we'll be discussing what is cloud roles and permissions. I'll see you there. Happy learning.